Bill Gates was not born famous. He was not born powerful. He was born curious. Bill Gates was born on October 28, 1955, in Seattle, Washington. His father was a respected lawyer. His mother believed deeply in education and discipline. From childhood, Bill asked too many questions. He wanted to know how things worked. He liked thinking more than talking. At school, Bill was intelligent but different. He was not very social. Other children sometimes found him strange. He preferred books over games. He preferred logic over noise. His parents sent him to a private school called Lakeside. This decision changed his life forever. At Lakeside, the school installed a computer terminal. In the 1960s, computers were extremely rare. Most adults had never seen one. Bill was 13 years old. The moment he touched the computer, something clicked. He became obsessed. He stayed after school. He skipped lunch. He skipped sleep. He learned programming by trial and error. He made mistakes constantly, but he learned faster than anyone else. Teachers became worried. They said Bill used the computer too much. But Bill could not stop. At Lakeside, Bill met Paul Allen. Paul was older. Paul shared the same obsession. They became friends through code. They challenged each other. They pushed each other. They began writing small programs. Some worked. Many failed. Instead of quitting, Bill analyzed every failure. He learned from each error. One day, the school banned them from using the computer. They had used too much computer time. Instead of getting angry, Bill saw opportunity. He found other ways to access computers. Bill and Paul started offering free programming work. In exchange, they got computer time. This is how Bill learned more than textbooks could ever teach. Bill was not the best student in every subject, but he was unstoppable in logic and math. He graduated from Lakeside. He got into Harvard University. For most people, Harvard is the final destination. For Bill, it was only a stop. At Harvard, Bill studied law and mathematics. But his mind stayed with computers. He spent nights coding instead of sleeping. He skipped classes to write programs. In 1975, Bill saw an article about a new computer. It was called the Altair 8800. Bill understood something important immediately. Personal computers were the future. He called Paul Allen. They made a bold decision. They contacted the company that made Altair. They claimed they had software ready. In truth, they did not. But they believed they could build it. Bill worked non-stop. Days and nights became one. They delivered the software. The company accepted it. That moment changed everything. Bill dropped out of Harvard. People thought he was insane. Leaving Harvard was unthinkable. But Bill trusted his vision more than approval. He and Paul founded a company. They called it Microsoft. The early days were brutal. They worked in tiny rooms. They worked endless hours. Money was limited. Pressure was constant. Bill demanded perfection. From others. From himself. Failure was not acceptable. Microsoft slowly began to grow. They focused only on software. Bill believed software would power the world. Most people did not understand this yet. Then came the biggest opportunity. IBM needed an operating system. Bill made a risky decision. He agreed to provide it, even though he did not own one yet. Instead of panicking, he acted. He acquired an operating system. He improved it. He licensed it smartly. That software became MS-DOS. Microsoft exploded. Bill Gates changed from a student into a leader. From a programmer into a strategist. This was only the beginning. Microsoft was no longer a small company. But success brought new problems. After MS-DOS, the world started changing fast. Computers were entering homes. People wanted something easier to use. Typing commands was difficult. Normal people wanted graphics. They wanted icons. They wanted simplicity. Bill Gates understood this early. He believed the future belonged to graphical interfaces. Microsoft started working on Windows. The first versions were slow. They were buggy. Critics laughed at them. Competitors said Windows would fail. Some users agreed. Bill did not quit. He believed improvement was more important than perfection. Version after version, Windows improved. Each update fixed mistakes. Each update reached more people. Slowly, Windows became popular. Then it became dominant. By the late 1980s, Microsoft was everywhere. Offices used it, schools used it, homes used it. Bill Gates worked harder than ever. He slept little. He read constantly. He demanded excellence from his team. Meetings were intense. Arguments were common. Some employees feared him. Others respected him deeply. Bill was not focused on being liked. He was focused on winning. In 1995, Windows 95 launched. It was a massive moment. Millions bought it. Microsoft became unstoppable. Bill Gates became the richest man in the world. But wealth brought pressure. Governments started watching Microsoft closely. Competitors complained. The US government accused Microsoft of unfair practices. The company faced massive lawsuits. This was one of the hardest periods in Bill's life. He faced public criticism daily. His reputation was attacked. For the first time, Bill felt vulnerable. But he stayed calm. He studied the situation. He adjusted strategy. Eventually, Microsoft survived. The company changed. Bill changed too. He realized leadership was more than control. It was about responsibility. As years passed, Bill began to step back. He delegated more. He focused on vision instead of details. In 2000, Bill made a shocking announcement. He and his wife Melinda created a foundation. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. It focused on global health, education, poverty. Many were surprised. Why would the richest man focus on giving money away? Bill had an answer. He believed wealth had responsibility. He studied diseases like he studied software. He asked questions. He challenged experts. He traveled to poor countries. He saw suffering firsthand. This changed him deeply. In 2008, Bill stepped down from daily work at Microsoft. He focused full-time on philanthropy. He was no longer chasing profits. He was chasing impact. Bill Gates was criticized again. Some doubted his intentions. But he continued. Quietly. Consistently. He funded vaccines. He supported education reform. He invested in clean energy. Bill Gates evolved. From coder to CEO to global problem solver. But even with all this success, Bill remained a student. He read every day. He took notes. He asked questions. He believed learning never ends. As Bill Gates grew older, his perspective began to change. Success no longer felt like winning alone. He started thinking about mistakes. He started thinking about time. Bill admitted something publicly. He said he had focused too much on work. He said he had missed moments with family. His marriage eventually ended. It was painful. It was personal. Bill did not hide from it. He accepted responsibility. This phase of life humbled him. He realized intelligence does not protect you from human problems. Money does not fix emotional distance. Instead of becoming bitter, Bill became reflective. He slowed down. He listened more. He spoke less. Bill began mentoring younger leaders. He shared failures, not just success. He warned them about burnout. He warned them about ego. He said focus is powerful. But balance is necessary. Many people asked Bill one question. What made you successful? His answer was simple. Deep focus over long periods of time. Bill believed talent is common. Persistence is rare. He believed reading shaped his thinking. He read 50 books a year. He believed thinking time was essential. He scheduled days just to think. No meetings. No emails. Only reflection. Bill Gates never believed in shortcuts. He believed in patience. He often said success looks boring from the inside. It is repetition. It is discipline. He advised young people to start small. To learn deeply. To fail quietly. He said do not chase trends. Chase understanding. Bill also warned about technology risks. He spoke about misinformation. He spoke about climate change. He believed the next generation must act wisely. Despite criticism, Bill continued working on global problems. Malaria, clean water, education access. He believed progress is possible. But only through effort. Bill Gates was no longer a symbol of wealth. He became a symbol of long-term thinking. He once said something powerful. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year, and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. That belief defined his life. Bill Gates did not become successful overnight. He built his future slowly. Through curiosity, through obsession, through resilience. His story is not about computers. It is about commitment. It is about learning when others stop. It is about standing firm when others quit. Bill Gates proved that quiet focus can change the world. And his journey reminds us of one truth. Success is not luck. It is preparation meeting persistence.